Hello, this is Darren from American Windshield Repair Systems. Today we're going to show you how to repair a star brake. Let's begin. I've already drilled the hole in where the rock hit in the pit area. I've already mounted the bridge. Here you can see the star brake that we're going to repair. See the legs coming out of it. You can see these legs. See right here, 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 and here. So the first thing we do when we do a star brake, of course after we've mounted the bridge and we have our resin ready, is we'll drop the resin into the cylinder. Again, this is the first chip of the day, so I use about 10 drops. Put the piston in the cylinder and we begin driving the cylinder down into the repair till we feel a significant amount of pressure, or if you look closely you can see, you'll be able to see the bridge kind of lift up and the end seal expand, and you'll also see the cracks in the star brake start to fill. Now, when you're first starting out, it takes training of your eye. You have to look from every angle to see those cracks filling. And remember a simple rule: a crack with no resin in it can be seen from every angle. A crack with resin in it can only be seen from certain angles. Okay, after we've brought the pressure down, the next step is to probe the cracks. So we open up the cracks with our probe by putting pressure on each leg of the star brake. So here we have a leg. It's kind of hard to see here. Let's see if I can get a better. There's a leg right there. I'm just going to put a medium amount of pressure on that leg to open it up. And as you can see, the resin flows into that leg when I open it up. Then I release. And I'll do that again, putting pressure on that leg to open it up. Let the resin flow out to the end of that leg as far as you can. I'll move on to another leg. You may not see every leg that I put pressure on. We have another one over here. You can see it hiding right under there. Let's see. So I'll put pressure on that leg right there. And I can see the resin flowing in there. And then I'll release the pressure. I'm going to add a little more resin pressure. Keep probing that crack. I'm going to probe every leg. After I've probed every leg, to get the resin out as much as I can, then I'm going to reverse the piston. Three or four short turns to create vacuum. And you can actually watch and you'll see air flowing out of those legs. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but when you're doing a repair, you'll see that yourself. As you see, that crack just about disappeared, that one in particular. Now I'll bring the pressure back down again after I've waited about 10 or 15 seconds. And we just do the same thing. We probe the cracks, open them up as much as we can to let the resin flow out as far as we can. And we do this 3 times. Now I'm in the vacuum cycle. Bring the pressure down one more time. Probe the cracks. I'm going to do one more vacuum cycle. We recommend at least 3 cycles of bringing the pressure down with the piston. On the last time you bring the pressure down is when you may use heat. If it's already hot outside, do not use a lighter or any heat. But this piece of practice glass is not hot, so I'm going to take a little heat. And the idea is to heat up on the outer edges of the repair, not directly at the repair, but rather around the repair to draw the resin outward. That's what the heat will do. And I want that to where it's almost too hot to touch with the back of my finger. It's pretty warm. I'll go a little bit warmer. Now sometimes you'll get some soot on there. You can just wipe it off. Now what you want to do is let it cool before you view the repair. The idea of viewing the repair, of course, is to make sure you're satisfied with it. If you're not satisfied with it, then you may need to bring the bridge back over and do some more cycles. And before you view the repair, always remember to release the pressure off the piston and the rear set screw. If you don't release the pressure off the piston, you can get squirted in the eyes by resin. Then I'll release just a little pressure off of the cylinder. That way I can turn it and I'll view the repair to make sure I'm satisfied with it. Now remember, a star brake will not disappear. You'll still see lines. The idea is to fill the cracks with resin, and a crack with resin in it can only be seen from certain angles. A crack with no resin can be seen from every angle. So the final step is to remove the bridge, place your pit fill on the pit, curing film over that, and you'll cure that with UV light. And once that is done, you scrape the resin off and it's finished. That's how you do a star brake. Remember, all star brakes are different. Some have been on the windshield for months and have absorbed oil, grease, and dirt, wax, Rain-X. Some have only been there a few days and will fill very easily. Your objective is to get as much resin into that star brake as possible, and to let your customer know ahead of time, it will not disappear. It doesn't matter what kit, what bridge, what resin you use. You cannot make any chip completely disappear. The purpose is to keep it from spreading to a long crack. And remember, we're windshieldrepairkits.com. And our phone number is toll-free 1-888-860-1060. 1518. My name is Darren. Thank you.